What's going on, everyone? Alliance Orc here, and welcome back to another video. And in this video, I just wanted to because at this point, Legion Remix has been out for almost 2 weeks. And I have heard several people with several questions, and I just kind of want to go through and answer all of those questions. Such as, what is the fastest way to level? Why am I not getting my Legion portals despite the fact that I've done a plus 20? Why is everyone so much more geared than me, I want to give these answers and a few others that I've seen show up in the community. And if you guys are enjoying videos like this, make sure to subscribe, as it does help out a lot. But the first question we're going to start with is obviously going to be the most centralized one, and that is, what is the fastest way to level? You just started Legion Remix, and you want to get to max level so you can start milking the game, becoming a god, and everything in between. Well, if it is your first toon, the best way to level is questing. I know a lot of people are probably going to hate that, and I don't blame you for that. But for each campaign zone you complete, your toons that you make thereafter will get a 10% EXP buff per zone. So what this means is that in total, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, you can get 50% EXP just by completing all of the campaigns for each zone. Also, the infinite research quests for dungeons are a good source for leveling as well, as each one of those you complete will give you 1% extra experience for your alts. As you see, I'm sitting at 202% experience gained. I will admit, I've been being a sweat rag with Legion Remix. It's one of my favorite expansions. I'm not apologizing for anything. But yeah, if you're trying to figure out how to get max level, just simply do the campaigns, get those EXP buff for future toons, because I can tell you right now, leveling is so easy, especially at 70 when they literally give you 250% EXP buff for no reason. It goes kind of crazy. The next question I see going around a lot is, how do I get geared? I'll admit, I'm not one of those people who exploited early and exploited often. Let's just clear the air on that. The way I got geared was I simply did the daily callings, the infinite quests, and I did each raid, Trial of Valor and Emerald Nightmare, 3 times. Normal, heroic, and mythic. It's not even counting LFR because I'm not that sweaty about it. Doing those things, you will get these Motes of a Broken Time, and 10 of these will equal 1 piece of gear. Also, doing all 3 of the raids, for me, I usually net about 6% versatility per day. Keep in mind the raids reset every day, and while you're waiting for your invites for raid and everything in between, let's go around, do world quests. The caches will always have motes in them as well, and you can turn on the heroic mode and farm for the Void Scarred Regalia, much like I'm doing right now. But yeah, getting geared is not as difficult as people make it out to be. You just have to, the primary thing is do the raid or do keys. Keys are a fantastic way of getting geared. They're an absolutely phenomenal way, and basically for 5 minutes of work in a key, you can get about 10 broken motes and I want to say 20 or so of the infinite thingies. But yeah, these tasks are a big thing in how I got geared so quickly. Infinite research is very overpowered, especially when you can tie them into your daily raids, much like I'm doing. Of course it wants me to kill a world boss when I've already done that. Another question I see people ask, and it's probably the one you all want to hear, is why do I not have my Legion portals? So for those who do not know, the sourcing for the information on this is oh so wrong on Wowhead. It's wrong in your achievements. Let me just pull it up and show you. As you see right here, level 20, level 20. Keystone portals are not level 20. You get them by timing a 30. And there's only 5 of the dungeons that will yield a portal. Blackrook Hold, Court of Stars, Darkheart Thicket, Neltharian's Lair, and Halls of Valor. When you complete those on a 30, as you see, where is it? As you see right here, you will get your portals. My recommendation for trying to push 30s is I would say at least try to have your versatility at about 80% if possible. If possible. If not, it's not the end of the world, I promise. Because sooner or later you'll be able to solo those 30s and everything will basically work itself out. Now, another question I've seen 1 or 2 people ask is about the raid apparel that Pythagoras has. So, as you see, you look at the raid apparel and it only shows you the mythic variation. But if you buy one of these transmog sets, you're buying for every single difficulty set. So buying the Regalia of the Arcane Tempest here, I will get LFR, Normal, Heroic, and Mythic for the cheap price of 30,000 bronze. That's 4 transmog sets. And all you gotta do is pay this small price. So for anyone wondering where the other difficulty sets are, it's all bundled in a single purchase. And another question I see people ask is, what can I take my remix character to retail early? And the answer to that is yes. You actually can. You just have to click the hourglass, convert your time runner to standard, and the game will give you a prompt, because once you set that option in play, there is no going back. Your time runner for that character is cooked. But yeah, that's really a lot of the main questions I've seen going around. And if you guys have any other questions, feel free to comment them down below and I will try to answer them to the best of my abilities. But with that being said, we're going to wrap this video up. If you guys enjoyed, make sure to subscribe. I hope you're enjoying Remix as much as I am, and I'll see you guys in the next video.